Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dragon Age Origins. As I mentioned in my previous video talking about Dragon Age's identity crisis, it is a sin against the Maker, dear viewer, that somehow over the course of so many years and having played Origins about 200 times, there's not a single video of it on my channel. I aim to rectify this immediately. With the release of Veilguard right around the corner and BioWare's future in jeopardy, I have decided in my infinitely vast wisdom to go back and replay all of the original Dragon Age games. As my dog climbs on the desk and gets right in front. What are you doing, Ian? What do you want? Just try and lick my face while I'm recording things. Okay. Anyway, this video will basically serve to be a highlight reel of my experience replaying Origins. At the end of the day, dear viewer, you're either in one or two camps. You've either played Origins as much as I have, in which case you know everything about it already, or B, you have not played Origins and you have no idea what any of it is, in which case I don't want to spoil it for you. Thus, with that in mind, we'll basically make this an easily digestible single video that just highlights the overall experience. It'll still spoil the story for you, so keep that in mind, but it will be heavily edited. So, if you do decide to go play Origins yourself, rest assured, this video is probably showing you about 10% of what the game has to offer.
This war is far from over.
And so the Golden City blackened. With each step you take in my hall, marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven, and doom upon all the world. Jennifer, I'm trying to record. What are you doing? What do you want?
Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevailed.
Bad news, ladies and gentlemen. If you thought that any of that looked remotely cool, I'm being informed that Dragon Age was aimed at girls. If you like Origins, you're a girl. Congratulations, you're now trans. Sorry, that was just the stupidest comment I've ever seen, and I had to put it in the video.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. It may even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
How long have my father and you been friends, How, you treacherous dog?
We fought together under King Maric when he drove the Orlesians out of Ferelden. It will be good to ride beside your father again.
What if the castle is attacked?
You'll get to see a sword up close real soon, I promise.
The foreshadowing.
I'm gonna see if someone's in the hall.
No, don't do it! Don't do it! Oh, you poor elf girl. I forget what your name is.
I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
Those men killed Iona. That was them. I don't remember now.
What? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us?
Yeah, we should probably check on my definitely probably alive nephew.
And dressed his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? No! My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Bastards took his textures.
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
I'm afraid the turn is correct.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. We will inform the king, and he will punish Hal. I'm sorry, but a Grey Warden's duties take precedence even over vengeance.
Hal thinks he'll use the chaos to advance himself. Make him wrong, bub. The Darkspawn must be defeated. You must go.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Hal's treachery. He will live. and make his mark on the world.
There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
One good thing about the blight is how it brings people together.
Man. I feel like that's the correct response.
You're not the first to tell me that.
Since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. The scrolls contain treaties promising support, treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come.
I'm beginning to understand why Ferelden keeps getting invaded and conquered by the Elysians.
What have we here? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes.
Swooping is bad.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. They came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these. Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
My decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Cailan. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If King Cailan wishes Grey Wardens to ensure the beacon is lit, then Grey Wardens will be there.
I get it, I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance the Remigold, I'm drawing the line.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The blight ends here.
Your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred.
Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me. I do have one more thing to offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have
I'll take it!
breakfast
I'll
for
take
the
your
eve?
entire stock!
Or none.
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly.
You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Yeah, what's the worst gonna happen?
What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely. I didn't realize comedy had anything to do with this.
Only if we do it wrong.
How true.
It is surprisingly easy to get a Morgan. Ah, no, I mean, she's Morgan.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people.
There's always
here.
more room,
They are
Alistair,
lost in
for
their
crazy
despair,
balls, right?
and this darkness, this chaos, will spread.
A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Can't be stinkier than what normally goes into the... Ah, the dialogue options, dude, the dialogue options.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
That dog is too smart for his own good.
He is certainly manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Uh-huh, most women do.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here.
I'm not being suspicious. Brother to the TV here.
Who? Perhaps revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak.
All will be forgiven.
My research led me to Haven, and I have heard the villagers talking. I know the urn is here.
Your path is laid out before me and plain to see. In the lines of your face and the scars on your heart. Do you believe you failed your parents?
For like an RP perspective of this, I think he just tells him my answer is my own. Because some part of him would say yes, but the other part of him would say no. He's kind of conflicted about it. It's early days, so...
Very well. You know your own heart.
My dearest child.
Dad! I wish it were not so, but I know you are dead.
You know that I am gone, and all your prayers and wishes will not bring me back. I see the pain and anger you carry. I know you fear to give it voice, but rest assured, my child, the Maker knows your heart. Now go. Carry with you my love and my forgiveness, pup.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have no words to express.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place.
I stand in awe. Really?
I told you before how Al-Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in? The reason he did that was because... well... because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother.
So, you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does at that. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
As you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
Gonna go get me a kiss from this girl and piss off both
Bevan
of
said
these.
you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
I'll take a kiss from a pretty girl.
You're very sweet. I suppose there's no harm in it.
How noble.
Enjoy doing that, do you?
I'm gonna die. I'm in trouble. I'm in danger.
Oh my.
They're coming!
Why wasn't everyone already in their positions? Also, honestly, we should just fight them on the bridge up there. That would be the best.
Light the traps! Burn these foul creatures!
Alistair, don't go into the fire. Hey, Alistair! Oh, you f***ing dumbass.
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We are victorious.
Cute.
I know.
I'll take it.
I love that scene. The patron's like, damn.
Kissing serving wenches now. Perhaps you intend to roll around in the nearest pig pen as well?
I suppose that's one way to celebrate.
So these are our visitors. The ones you told me about, Mother.
Yes, Connor. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? Foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle!
You could attempt to get the mage's help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
I completely forgot that I needed the mages. But hopefully I have a mod installed that will let me skip the fade, because that's the one part of Origins that I just don't like.
Everything in the tower must be eliminated.
The rite of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
Do you accept the gift that I offer? Ah, look what we have here.
Hello, Baldy.
An intruder. I bid you welcome.
Fuck off, Aldred, you big bastard.
I'm too old for this.
Santa?
Irving, are you all right?
Oh,
I've been better.
But with the circle restored, my duty is to watch the mages. They are free to help you, however. Speak to them.
The child is possessed. But killing the demon would mean killing the... Unless you intend to enter the Fade. Yes, it can be done with a group of mages.
He's gonna get in the pants of both of these chicks at the same time. You can be an absolute scumbag, and I guarantee you'll never see this ever again in any BioWare game that ever exists. The sex scenes are so awkward. They're so awkward. Look at the face. They're awkward as hell, dude.
Let us waste no more time with foolish talk.
3D things together. Look at that face.
We have shared a bed together. It seems hardly fitting to have you doting upon that girl at the very same time, does it?
Why not? Perhaps she could join us. She's going to be really pissed when I pick this option.
Is that so? Perhaps you should make that suggestion to Leliana. I imagine that her reception will be as chilly as mine.
Yeah, so say I want you, no question.
Then you need to say that to Leliana.
What? What's wrong?
Oh, I feel bad. How did I ever do this when I played this last time? I feel really bad. Morrigan was better. Jesus Christ. Fuck, you can be such a scumbag in this game.
I will always love you. As a friend.
I'm coming!
Now tell me where this demon is.
Fool! You won't get near her. I won't let you.
Demonetize. Don't touch the demonetization
And yet
logo.
I have no wish to
Bad
engage
demon.
your power.
Do you take me for a fool? I know better than to bargain with your kind.
Alas, that is sad.
So it is over.
The Urn of Sacred Ashes will save Eamon.
I've already found it.
You found the urn?
See, then I've completed like 2 quests with one fell swoop.
Be calm, brother.
I know
You have been deathly ill for a very long time.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Stop! Brothers and sisters, be at ease. We do not wish any more of our people hurt. I have been sent to you on behalf of the Lady. She believes you may not be aware of everything you should be.
He wishes to see if we did his work for him. Is that not why you are here now, sorcerer?
Do not call me that, witch. So here you are, spirit.
She is the Lady of the Forest. You will address her properly.
You've taken a name, spirit? And you've given names to your pets?
I did it for my people. I did it for my son and my daughter. For them, for justice, I would do anything.
Now you fall!
I cannot do as you ask, Spirit. This hatred in me is like an ancient, gnarled root. It has consumed my soul.
Then you will do it? You will end the curse?
Yes. It's over.
It is done. The essence of the wolf's heart has banished all traces of cursed blood from the hunters. It is too bad that Zathrian had to die. I felt it when he departed.
Vieta! This land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time. Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons.
Wardens killed King Kaelin and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
I am impressed, Warden. Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzammar's rather convoluted politics. What do you know of the Paragon Branca?
Absolutely cold, just a name.
She is a paragon, a girl of the Smith caste who rose to nobility for her brilliant inventions. If she returned, her vote would outweigh the entire assembly. Anyone with her support could take the throne unchallenged. I was hoping you could use your legendary charm to persuade her that the rightful king should take the throne.
Branka was looking for the Anvil of the Void, the secret to building golems.
Here's another thing that you won't see in Veilguard. Yet another example of dark fantasy which no longer exists. Rock here has been eating the Darkspawn because he's corrupted and he was left behind. And he's completely gone mad.
Rock's been here for years now, and no shiny surfacer will take him away. Puts the shinies inside, they do.
See, there's a quest, ladies and gentlemen, in Orzammar, where I believe it's Rock's mother is in Orzammar and wants you to return her son and save him. You have the choice to go back to Orzammar and tell her either the truth that her son is a mind-addled psychopath. You could either kill him or leave him alive or tell the mother, or you can lie to the mother and say that he died honorably or however the hell he died. This is a choice, ladies and gentlemen, what I would argue isn't really that dark, but one of the Dragon Age Inquisition developers once did a live stream of Origins and referred to this exact questline as being too dark and problematic, and how they'd never again write something like this. That's the mindset that you're looking at for BioWare developers, allegedly.
Enjoy your tainted mud, you poor sodding duster.
Current BioWare is not remotely interested in doing anything even remotely like Origins anymore. Which is honestly where I'm getting to the point where I believe if you want a sequel to Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age is no longer the place for you to look. Back when the Darkspawn actually looked menacing and creepy rather than cartoonish. The Legion of the Dead, one of the best factions in the fucking game. Seriously, Legion of the Dead. Great faction then. Meanwhile, Veilguard, Shadow Dragons.
More of the fiends.
For the Shadow Dragons! Push, Lois, push! Morgan, baby, I need you. Come on, go, Morgan. Hurry up. Oh god, Morgan. Oh, that won't work. Fear me, Darkspawn! God, there's so many of them. Alistair, no! Can I save him in time? Absolutely not.
Quick, we must do something.
No, I can't save him in time. Fight! Fight, Kuzlin! Heal! Fuck! Fight, Kuzlin! Come on, get up, Kuzlin. Get up! Heal! Boys! Aid me! Fight on, dwarves! With me! With me now! Woo! Oh, holy that was hard. If that was on Nightmare difficulty, that'd be impossible.
5th day they return, and it's another girl's turn. 6th day, her screams we hear in our dreams. 7th day, she grew as in her mouth they spew. 8th day, we hated as she is violated. 9th day, she grins and devours her kin. Now she does feast as she's become the beast.
Yeah. You won't find anything that dark in Veilguard, ladies and gentlemen. That's not going to happen in Veilguard. Hell, you don't even see broodmothers in Inquisition.
I will not become what I have seen. Not Laren, not Branka.
Yeah, the way that Darkspawn basically reproduce and breed more Darkspawn by taking the women, force-feeding them bile and violating them. However the hell you want to interpret that is up to you, ladies and gentlemen, but it's nothing good. And that's why you don't see it in Dragon Age anymore, because it was too dark. Origins is literally the only time that they show you this, and then they never do it ever again. I will be surprised if Veilguard even mentions that this exists, honestly. Because it's too dark, ladies and gentlemen. We're not allowed dark. Dark, bad. No. End this, Aiden! End it! End this abomination! Yes! Good lad!
You must destroy the anvil while you have the chance.
No. The anvil's needed. That is my order.
I cannot allow you to do this, stranger.
A Paragon's crown. The Assembly won't accept that.
Then stand aside and I shall forge it for you.
Give her crown to Orzammar's next king, chosen by the ancestors as the first in a millennium to lead a golem army against a blight.
And tell us, Grey Warden, which king did Paragon Branka endorse?
So whenever I played the Dwarf Noble Origin, I always backed Haramount the entire time, and then at this point, I went Balin. I just completely flipped sides, and Balin's like, okay. But yeah, Branka chose Balin.
At last,
This farce is ended, and I can take my rightful place on my father's throne. I will return to my palace to gather my generals and prepare our forces for the surface. I will see you there, Warden. You have my gratitude for all you have done for me.
I understand you've acquired all the allies you could. That's good. We can call the Landsmeet if you are ready. By calling the Landsmeet, I've struck the first blow. The advantage, for the moment, is ours. He will have little choice but to show himself, to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon. Loghain, this is an honor, that the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
You have my sympathies on what happened to your order. It is unfortunate that they chose to turn against Ferelden.
I don't accept the sympathies of deserters and regicide.
You should curb your tongue.
Queen believes Loghain killed Kaelin.
My queen suspects she cannot trust her father. And Loghain, he is very subtle, no?
Yeah, that's crazy. How's a lunatic?
He calls her every sort of name, traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room.
Yeah, Aiden's pissed. After this, I'll kill your wife and daughter too.
Isn't that precious? Is this where I lament the monster I helped create? I made your mother kiss my feet as she died. It was the last thing your father saw. Meet my sword and try to change that.
Make her spit on you. I
deserved
more.
In the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms.
Sir Catherine! Praise the Maker, you're here.
Also wearing.
This brigand tried to kidnap me.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You double-crossing bitch.
Unbelievable. Bring them down!
It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. After your rather alarming lack of subtlety, I feared the worst for you.
Alarming lack of
I prayed
subtlety.
for your safe return.
That's so sweet. Almost makes me want to kill you, Liz.
Well, what did you expect me to do?
Did you get bored and decide to come watch the elves die of plague?
Honestly, City Elf is probably one of the more interesting origin options as well. Dragon Age 2, Inquisition, Veilguard, they're really not successors to Origins. Origins may as well be a completely different game with a completely different name.
Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear.
Tell us, Warden. How will the Orlesians take our nation from us?
Yeah, the Blight is the threat here, not Orlais.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
You allowed Rendon Howe to imprison and torture innocents.
The Warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night. The things done to him, some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Yeah, is there justice in selling elves to Deventer?
Selling elves? Explain this, Loghain.
This is war. You took my daughter, our queen, by force.
Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
Atta girl.
Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
The Warden. I'm with the Warden.
There you go.
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Yep.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
Ha! You lose. The Landsmeet is against you, Loghain. Step down gracefully.
More the fools they!
Wonderful!
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kaelin, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
So it is decided. Alistair will take his father's throne.
Get ready to march! It's going to take all of Ferelden's strength to survive this blight. But we will face it, and we'll defeat it!
Eamon has left for Redcliffe. He says the army has gathered there and is almost ready to march. As soon as we're ready, we should head to Redcliffe ourselves.
Darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not.
The essence of the Archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
Meaning the Grey Warden who kills the Archdemon dies?
I have a plan, you see.
Oh,
a way out. The loop in your hole. What I propose is this. Lay with me, here tonight, and from our joining, a child will be conceived. The child will bear the taint, and when the Archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The Archdemon is still destroyed with no Grey Warden dying in the process.
This dude is a complete badass, to be fair. Yeah, see, look at this. This is the old glitch. Well, not the glitch, but this is the cheesiest way to kill the Archdemon, is just to repeatedly spam the ballista over and over again until it's dead. This is how I always did it as a kid. Like 15 years ago, this is how I always killed the Archdemon, is just spamming the ballista bolt. Come on!
Battle it is then.
Run while you can.
It ends here, lads.
And then, it was over. With the Archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the Deeproads. They would remain a threat in the years to come. But the Blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its new king. The Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
At some point, I want to go through and do all the DLC and stuff. We'll probably do that in a separate video, though. Because honestly, Origins expansion packs and stuff and the DLC are an example of what DLC used to be like.
We are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation.
Why is Loghain alive?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the hero of Ferelden, the first Grey Warden to defeat the Blight since Garahel 4 centuries ago. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arl-How, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them.
When I heard that my little brother was not only a Grey Warden, but also leading Ferelden into battle, I was surprised, to put it mildly. Father, he would have been so proud of you. I know I am. You've done good. Hal has lost everything, that bastard. Vengeance is bitter, but I think about Oren. It barely seems like it's enough. At least Amaranthine now belongs to the Grey Wardens. There's some justice in that, I think. I need to go back to High Ever. See if I can clean up the mess Hal made of it. I will see you soon, I hope.
And yeah, I definitely think that Kuzlin goes to see his brother and help him out with High Ever and stuff before he goes to see Morrigan. That's always been my headcanon for stuff.
Good. High Ever won't be the same without everyone around. Take care of yourself, you hear? Or I'll find you and nag you like Mother did until you're ready to tear out your hair.
The crowds outside are getting restless.
Yep, I'm ready. Let's go.
Right. I'll take you there now. Follow me.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was Dragon Age Origins. Edited it down for your viewing pleasure into little highlight nuggets, and hopefully squished into maybe one video, assuming that I can get it all done in time. Veilguard is right around the corner, as I will have already told you, and I wanted to play the original Dragon Age games before that got around to happening. I still want to play the DLC, I want to play Awakening, I want to go chase down Morrigan. I'll probably do a separate video for all the DLC and do a highlight reel of those. We'll do Dragon Age 2, and we'll do Dragon Age Inquisition as well. Because with the release of Veilguard, I'm afraid that the days of Dragon Age are numbered. Final nail has been hammered into the coffin, and unless a miracle is pulled out of BioWare's ass, I fear that we will never again see the like of a Dragon Age game. At the end of the day, I feel like those fans of Origins need to look elsewhere at this stage for any kind of sequel to Origins. At least if you're looking for a spiritual successor with the same vibes as Origins. Dragon Age 2 keeps some of the original intent, but as you go through the series, you get further and further and further away from what Origins established. So I generally do feel like, for fans of the original, if we want to look for a spiritual successor to Dragon Age Origins, we have to accept the fact that Origins and Dragon Age are not the same thing anymore. BioWare is never going to return to form. BioWare may well be dead by the time you're watching this video. At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, without further rambling, I will wrap this up here. I'm going to continue replaying the Dragon Age series. I will do highlight videos for each of them, and then we will do a giant review, sort of correspondence, opinion piece, expose thing, which covers all of the series, and goes into greater detail about just the progression of Dragon Age and everything that's happened with BioWare, and just the rise and fall of this IP in particular. I want to do a whole expose thing on it. I thank you for watching, though. That has been all for now. I really enjoyed this. I'm glad I did it. I haven't played this game in like 15 years, and I've played it 1,000 times, and it was still very fun. So, it speaks volumes of any game that you can play it almost 100 times, come back to it in 15 years, and still enjoy every moment of it. I don't know many other games that I could say the same thing about, honestly. But yes, I thank you for watching. That is all for now. Remember to like, subscribe, blah blah blah. Every other YouTuber's told you this, I don't need to remind you. I will see you guys in the next video. That's all for now. Soul out.
This war is far from over.